everyone. Welcome back to Angel's Citadel. It's Easter, so happy Easter if you celebrate it. And we are hanging out in the ninth world, um, doing crazy stuff with technology that we probably don't understand nearly as well as we ought to, and taking risks that we probably shouldn't with it. But hey, we're going to have some fun anyway. This is
Isn't that like the
Slaves of the
tagline for this game?
Yeah, pretty
Look,
much.
I only licked it once.
Okay,
You
but that
only
is still
had
to
one
lick
time
it
too
once.
many. That is still one time too many, and you got cat ears out of it.
Oh
Yeah,
my
she
goodness.
also got fucking her brain exploded into the entirety of the internet or whatever the fuck that was.
Don't forget about when she turned orange.
Infinity Doom.
Yeah, don't forget when
Look,
she turned orange.
I got told to go poke what was causing things to turn orange. I went and poked things that were turning orange.
In fairness, that is what we requested of her. I should have worded my request better, and only half of her turned orange.
This is also true. So we're back playing Numenera. This is Slaves of the Machine God by Bruce Cordell and Monty Cook Games. We are cooking and booking. We're about halfway through this campaign, just a little bit over halfway through. And yeah, so I hope you've enjoyed us so far. If you haven't caught up, we have our streams recorded on YouTube. Just go out there and search for Angel Citadel. Look for the Angel Citadel logo, and you'll find it, and you can go check out where these guys have been and what they've been up to, and go back and watch the shenanigans again if you'd like. They are somewhat amusing, if I say so myself. So anyway, yeah, let's go ahead and reintroduce our cast here. Rusty, why don't you kick us off?
Hi, I'm Rusty T Robot in the Discord server, Rusty the Robot in the Twitch. Sorry, other way around. Rusty T Robot in the Twitch chat, Rusty the Robot in the Discord server. I'm playing Doran the Fist Von Serre, an intimidating glaive who needs no weapons. And
needs no introduction.
And apparently has a cult surrounding him now. So
It's a cult of children, I add, helpfully.
With a giant fucking statue.
You gotta remember, the parents are getting onto it too. So
I feel like we need to add a descriptor onto your, or maybe a new focus that needs no introduction or something like that.
Oh,
all right,
boy.
Joanne.
Yeah, Joanne, Angel Citadel Wallet, Joanne. Dude, I was right in the middle of typing. Fucking rude. You're so fucking rude. I'm always doing stuff right when you call on me.
That's because you're always doing stuff at all times.
That's because I have to. Somebody's got to keep the tech stuff running. I play Chips Are Done, a serene right who has a third hand. Yeah. And I'm Corsana Joanne or Angel Citadel Joanne. I'm random places with random names. You'll find me by the logo that is going to get updated eventually when I get to it. It's on the list. It is on the list.
We're gonna rebrand. Oh my god.
No, we're not rebranding anything. I'm just gonna clean up the image some and maybe add some more stuff. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. Maybe stylize it a little more.
So stay tuned.
It's on the list, but then again, my list is like 50 pages right now. But hey,
It's on the list. Hannah.
I am Hannah, and I play Andabel, a civic-minded Arcus who works miracles.
For those of you following along in chat, yes, that would probably mean that we will have new merch at some point. So yeah.
Yay, merch!
Yay, merch. And I am Josh Wallace. I'm your game master. I'm your storyteller. I'm the general purveyor of nuisance and nuance and irritants and like-minded stuff. You can find me around as Count Zero ASL or Angel Citadel Josh in lots of different places on the internet. So please go check us out. And with that, last time on Slaves of the Machine God.
Dun dun dun. Last time,
I feel like I need the Days of Our Lives theme or something like that playing in the background, you know?
I don't know. For this one, boss music is definitely the weapon of choice because we started our last episode preparing for an assault by a small army on our small town. Calling ourselves a town is a little bit ambitious, but apparently Chipper's been mining every square inch of the ground, so...
And we're more like a village at this point.
Oh, it's like 200 people or something. We're so small.
But hey, you're incorporated, so it's all right.
This is true.
And we have a diner. Can't forget the diner.
That is a thing that happened. Yes.
It does indeed.
Oh boy. Okay,
Would we
so
considered a hamlet?
maybe.
Only if you're not sure whether it exists or not.
Just a hamlet sounds really cute. Over village. Village is village. There's a village over there. But hamlet sounds adorable.
Does Amber
Anyway,
keep
we're
exist
all
or
about
not
to
exist?
die.
That is the question.
Fisto and Radius did the Macho Man able to do damage thing. Raw. Chips buffed the shit out of everybody using infrastructure things, and also, as previously mentioned, had buried secret landmines everywhere. Andabel attempted to talk down our new opponent, Axis, who is Radius's brother, litter mate.
Something along those lines, yes.
Assembly line cohort.
Never say litter mate again.
Anyway, so Andabel tried to talk him down. Chips decided that was not acceptable and decided to rile him up. So unsurprisingly, they attacked us. Much violence back and forth. With me and Chips healing and buffing and the lads doing damage. Boom, boom, boom. And Thingy, Chipper's third hand, scuttled off bravely through the through the melee in a absolutely majestic cinematic piece that ended with him just popping the BBEG on the off button. Which sort of ended the entire thing. Chips took all of the robot parts to a hidey hole while Andabel and Fisto decided to try and unfuck the fucked that we were. And we didn't notice her leaving with the robots and also all of the robot parts because we were distracted by the people bleeding, which we're gonna regret, or always, as usual. Because she dismantled Axis, and once he didn't have arms to punch at her with, she woke him up, where we discovered that he is absolutely bugfuck nuts. Out of his
biggest mistake was she left him alive. That was the mistake here.
And
no, he's only technically alive. Right now, he's just a head.
he is just ahead. He's trying to usurp the machine god, which he believes in, which is interesting because everybody we've met who was not a cultist with tattoos all over their face was like, the fuck is a machine god? It's interesting that at least one of the robots who are supposed to be part of some kind of baffling interdimensional prophecy or whatever the hell is driving those lunatics, one of them actually believes them, and he's mad about it. The interrogation does not go well on account of he is crazy, so Chip does the thing that she does every time we're interrogating someone and she gets sick of talking to them, and she put on the memory glove and just slurps their entire brain out, and then just does whatever the fuck she wants with them. Chips does decide that his fate should be determined by Radius and Cord. They don't really know what to do on account of we still don't really know what's going on. So he's just a head in a jar right now, doing a Futurama bit until Chips decides to do something else with him. So we'll just put fish flakes in the tank and just move on. We are the people that, the people of our city that we founded and have built cross the street to avoid. We're not thrilled about that.
They like Andabel. They like Andabel. They simply avoid Chips.
People, I like to think people in our town like Duran as well. So,
I mean, I would like to think they like all of us, but they were definitely crossing the street to avoid dealing with us.
but that's mainly because of Chips.
Yes, this time was mainly because of Chips. Now, with that being said, most of the time they tend to avoid Chips anyway, except for Visso, who, while she doesn't avoid Chips, had to reconcile the fact that this 16-year-old kid was smarter than she was, and then learn from her rather than be terrified of her. So, yeah.
No, it's pretty healthy and normal to be afraid of Chips.
That's what keeps you alive and safe.
Fisto, also realizing that people are crossing the street to avoid dealing with us, while Chips is brandishing the decapitated head of her enemy in the middle of the street, decides the best way to deal with this problem is to just hold a barbecue, which goes fabulously, and apparently he is an excellent cook and everyone has a marvelous time. So Andabel's nice, and Fisto keeps feeding everybody and hosting entertainment venues, and Chips planted secret landmines around the town. Level up, everybody.
Level up, everybody. All right.
I still get my month of downtime, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So, I will have used part of that month to clean up the mines and made the ground better because I'm nicely
Okay.
done.
So that's one of the things that Chips is doing in this downtime. What about Andabel and Duran?
I honestly think to better prepare for the next time that this happens, let an attack like this happens, because there will almost certainly be a next time. Duran is going to be training and gathering new recruits for whatever militia he has kind of loosely started.
I forgot I had turned off the mic.
Okay.
Chipper, as I was going back through the character sheet trying to uh, make it behave, there's a note from the civic part that says that I have a Numenera plan for an installation. I don't know
Yes.
what that is, but I assume I need you to make it happen.
Yes. Installations are on page. They start on page. There's a list of them on page 146 in Destiny, or you can look at installations on Building Tomorrow. Or you can tell me kind of what you'd like the plan to look like, and I will make it happen. Because there's all kinds of installations, including the kind that cleans everybody when they walk through it.
That would probably be handy. I don't think we have running water out here.
No, we do. I already put that installation in.
I mean, Duran won't cook with dirty hands. Are you kidding me?
That was the first. No, that was the third installation I built, because the first two I built were the turrets.
The turrets and the pylon. Yep.
All right. So what do we still need, do you think? Because if there isn't a like quality of life thing that needs doing, then probably something that would boost our defenses would be best. Because apparently you can make this thing just bristle like a hedgehog with guns, but
I mean, do we have running electricity currently?
Numenera doesn't actually have running electricity,
the
so
lights turn on for some reason.
we
Because
have
of
lightning bugs in jars.
they have angels in them. I don't know.
That's as good of an explanation as any.
Yeah, you know that works.
Stuff just turns on. Okay, we don't have to deal with this now if it's going to take a lot of time. I just saw it in the
Yeah,
thing.
why don't we make a note, put a pin in that, and you and I can circle back to it later. Because I can think of at least 5 installations that would be useful, but 4 of them are more the fuck you, that's why installations.
All right, I just saw it there and realized we hadn't done anything with it and it would probably be useful, so I brought it up. That's all.
Okay, we'll put a pin in it.
Okay. Anything anybody else wants to do?
I'm going to build one of my new plants.
I mean,
Okay.
like I said, Duran's just training the new militia.
Is Deland
All
too
right.
far away for us to make them an allied city, or do you think we could pull that off? It's kind of a hike.
It really is a
I'm not
hike.
sure what the rules are.
It's not that you can't form an alliance with them or anything. It's more that they're kind of far away for it to be useful,
Yeah,
if that makes sense.
and we've absorbed all of the other small communities around here, so.
What is Farbrunn?
It's another town.
We can make them allies and trading partners, I guess, if that's something you want to do, Annabelle. Chip should not be the one leading the. No.
Abso-fucking-lutely not. You will not be talking to strangers. Talking to strangers about money. Not happening. You will stay at home with your decapitated head collection.
I've only got one head. It's not a collection. I need at least 3 for it to be a collection.
Well, what happened to the ones you took off them whistle robots?
They got reused to build new whistle robots that are running around as automatons at Amber Keep doing stuff. Whistle
I
robot
suppose
stuff.
they don't count if you reanimate them as a different creature, no.
Yes, no, I have an automaton army helping keep Amber Keep running. Because Chips
Which
is
is
lazy.
Well, that and every time we leave, this place turns to shit, so. Everything seems to fall apart as soon as we walk out.
All right. So if we're going to put a pin in the installation thing, then I think what we're going to do is we're going to fast forward a little bit and say that it's a couple of months since Axis attacked. About then, well, okay, in that time, you have not seen very much of Cord. He comes out occasionally, but most of the time he is in Radius's home, and doesn't really talk to anybody. And about 2 months after Axis is defeated, he actually finally comes out and with Radius goes and gets the 3 of you together. And he says, I've done it. Well, at least sort of.
What do we do?
So I've been spending time with this, and he holds up the diamond mine. I wanted to try and fix my own memories. I wanted to try and find these divine keys or our brothers that we've found, or that we know of, and I wanted to strengthen the connections that we're feeling between us, that Radius and I felt, and that Axis felt with us. To try and find the other two. I've managed to do that with one of our brothers.
So, road trip?
If that's something that we could count on you to do, then yes, we would like to go and seek him out.
Road trip.
I don't see why not.
His name is Origin. We have not been able to contact the other one, but I understand that he lives in the city of Shalamas. So, if you look at the map, you are here.
The map.
The map, it's the map, it's the map, it's the map, it's the map. Right? So there's Amber Keep. Shalamas is up here.
It really is quite the hike.
Well, it looks like we don't have to go over the mountains this time, so that's kind of an improvement.
You do not, in fact, have to go over mountains.
I'll go back. And Chips will take off running to her house.
She's going to bring the decapitated head with us, isn't she?
100% she is. I'll go and start getting some food prepared for the trip.
All right. I'll go talk to Mayor Manifesto and we'll warn her that we're leaving.
Well, I think the town should be fine without us here because I have faith in my recruit to be able to protect things. So.
Well,
And it's funny, when we first got here, I never thought that I would be leading a militia.
would not have been my first guess neither, but I mean, they seem to be having fun and they are better at stabbing things than they used to be. I'm not really an expert on the subject, so you say they're better, they're better.
I mean, I'm not an expert on stabbing things either. I punch all my problems. But
They feel more confident,
yeah,
which
no,
is important.
This has become quite the community, though. Anyways, I'm going to go cook.
You go get food ready. I will go tell Mayor Canary that we are heading out again.
Mayor Canary. Poor Kadri.
Mayor Crumblecake. Mayor
All right.
Chocolate Bunnies. Helping.
Helping. All right. Oh, you are leaving again.
Yep, the robot fellers found another one of their brothers, or however that works.
She goes pale.
Yep, I know.
He's not attacking, is he?
Well, he's
I'm not
far
sure we could
away.
do that again.
He's far away, and we're gonna go to him. So y'all should be just fine here. Y'all should only have the regular kind of problems, which are mostly that the weather is terrible and it's not exactly a scenic location.
Well, I mean, we are in a desert.
It has a certain charm, but you should only have the regular problems. We're gonna go meet the problems elsewhere, so you don't have to worry about them.
That sounds wonderful. Is there anything that we should be doing while you're gone?
Well, I believe Fisto has given instructions to his trainee militia, so they know what to do if something goes wrong. And Chipper's got her little robots set up to take care of anything else, so I think y'all should be fine without us for a while.
Well, the group of you be safe, all right?
We will
And come back
absolutely
to
not
us.
do that. I appreciate the thought, but we will absolutely not do that.
Oh. And she looks worried, like
Chipper is a
you
magnet for danger, and
oh well
Radius and
that
Fisto
certainly
just
is
follow her
understandable. Yeah.
places. So wherever I go, there is always a bomb within a foot of me. At a
So
certain point, safe is just not an option.
so while when you're there, um you've observed that Kadri is capable, but has this self-confidence problem.
Things little has to.
And as you're there, her self-confidence seems to go up. Like, I've got somebody backing me up. I have someone to bounce my ideas off of. It's going to be okay. When you guys aren't there, it's just her. And so yeah, she wants to have you come back. As concerning as some of the things that you guys do are, um that most of the people here actually do like you, even Chips.
They're
You
just
know, they
terrified of her.
well, yes, no, they're absolutely terrified of her. But they look around, and you know, the purified water, that's Chips, and the communication with Ian with the pylon, that's Chips, and the defenses, the static defenses of um the thing, that was Chips, and yeah, the militia was Duran and Radius. But you know, I mean, yes, she's scary, but she's their scary. Like, they know that she's on their side. And so, you know, better that than having to try and face her, I guess.
That is definitely the superior plan. Nobody wants to fight Chipper at anything at any time.
I'm
All
just
right.
a baby.
Of course you are, sweetheart. That's why you have cat ears from licking infinity.
I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to write that one down. That's why you have cat ears from licking infinity. I You can't make this stuff up. You know, like, this is one of those kinds of games where it's just wow,
All
you
the
know.
words in that sentence should not make sense, and yet.
That
They
sure is
do.
the set of words.
All right. Is there anything that you want us to try and do while we're out heading towards Shalamance? That is not the name of the thing. I'm in the wrong game.
She thinks about it for a second and says, um, if you have the opportunity when you come back, if you could bring back some medical supplies, that would be wonderful. Um, I understand that what happened was important, but you know, during the battle, we depleted quite a bit of our stores, and Ian only has so much. Um, but the cities to the north are typically larger, um, and have more supply. So perhaps that.
All righty. You're right. We didn't use up a whole bunch of band-aids with that robot craziness. All right, so we will pick up some medical supplies while we are out. Is there anything else you can think of?
She will hand you a pouch full of shins, 100 shins. The three of you buy yourselves something nice. This is, call it gratitude from our town.
Well, that is just so sweet. Thank you for that. That is so nice. We will absolutely make sure we do that. All right.
She smiles and reaches out and kind of pats your shoulder and then heads off.
Not happening at all. Not happening at all. All right. Well, now that I've met with Mayor Cornbread and she knows we're leaving and I've got her medical supplies order, and Fisto went off to go and make travel rations for a journey across the desert again. And Chip's done something horrifying, I'm sure. Radius has his octa snail bus thing ready to go.
Yes. Yes, he does.
We're ready to go now then.
All right. You all load up in the tentacle crawler and you begin to head out. All right. Time passes. You on the road, you stop at a town or two. It's very much not rushing because there's weirdness and you see things that you'd rather avoid, like there's a swarm of um, what look like giant elephants with spikes growing out of them, like uh, what do you call them? Hedgehogs, I guess.
Porcupine?
Porcupine. Yeah, porcupine. That's the word I was looking for. There is a swarm of large, and when I say large, I mean like eagle in wingspan. Birds with not beak, but foot long, foot and a half long beak, that look like they've got massive alligator teeth.
What the actual fuck do you need teeth inside a beak for?
I don't know.
Eating meat.
Maybe
It's the same reason that geese have teeth.
Geese don't have
maybe
teeth.
some
Geese have a maw.
maybe some of the geneticists in prior worlds were bored. I mean, who knows?
Gonna need to go back in time and slap somebody for that one.
I don't know. Probably given enough time, Chips can probably make us a time machine.
I don't play with time. Bad things happen when you play with time.
It's on
explosions.
It's on the fourth day, about 3 or 4 in the afternoon, when you start hearing a very faint whimpering. You're maybe about here.
Chips will immediately head for the whimpering.
You see what was left of a village. There is it looks like some of the old scenes that you see from like World War II with bombed out villages, where walls are crumbling down and there's no roofs on some of the buildings and things like that. Rubble's everywhere, but the houses don't look right. They look soft, if stone were soft.
I will immediately take a sample and then have Annabelle come over and start talking to people.
Where is the whimpering coming from?
Couple things. First off, there is no one in town that you can tell, at least that you can see right away. Second off, if you go over and take a sample, the stone of the building is soft, like flesh.
And when
And
Oh.
you
when
take
you take a sample, it bleeds.
That is.
Dipper, what the hell are you doing to that thing? Why does it
Investigating.
look like it's bleeding?
Better question. Exactly. Better question is, why is it bleeding?
I
It
don't
better
know.
not
I
actually
just
be
got
bleeding. It
here.
better not actually be bleeding. Oh God.
I would lean in and sniff it. Is it actual blood?
It sure smells like it.
Yeah, it's bleeding. I will promptly put a band-aid on it.
I mean, are
Okay.
you trying to give the building first aid?
Yes.
Do you have anything to help you with first aid?
I'm just putting a band-aid where it cut.
She's got a box of
Okay.
Hello Kitty Band-Aids. That's it.
Okay. You put a band-aid there and it soaks up some of the blood, and then the blood continues bleeding through the bandage.
Oh,
And
that is a
about
lot of blood. That is a lot of blood. I don't.
It's
over there
it's a
too.
slow trickle. It's a slow trickle, but whatever, just throw a band-aid on it did not stop it.
And you said that this feels like flesh.
Yeah, if you're gonna touch it, it doesn't feel like, it looks like stone, but
So
it doesn't feel like stone.
is it does it feel like just flesh, or does it feel like there's muscle underneath it too?
It feels like just flesh.
Just like squish. Oh no. I don't. Oh dear. I don't know if I can heal a house.
You can.
That's usually more Chip's thing. But I don't think it's.
If it's bleeding, if it feels like flesh, you could try.
I guess. I mean, I don't. It's.
Chips
I'll-
is going to keep continuing looking for the source of the whimpering.
When you get close to the center of town, you see hunched against a wall what looks to have been a man, kind of curled in on himself in pain. He has spikes coming out of his flesh everywhere.
Oh dear.
Not like somebody shot spikes at him, like spikes erupted from his flesh.
Oh dear.
This just keeps getting better and better.
Okay. I'm gonna heal the house we stabbed.
I'm going
If
to
I
go.
can.
I'm going to go and find where Chip wandered off to.
I am not successful at healing the house.
Chips is investigating the man whimpering.
And Doran is
The-
going to head that direction to Chips and the Whimpering Man.
When you get there, you see the whimpering man looking up at Chips with the most pathetic expression on his face, and his arm slowly reaching out like it hurts him to move it towards Chips, begging or pleading for something, but he can't. It's like he can't form the words.
Doran is
I'm going to run a knowledge check on this.
Hit it.
So these spikes, is this like bone
or
or
is it
like
hurt?
wood, or what type of material is ejecting itself from his body?
Um, it looks to be. It looks like bone. Are you going to touch it?
Doran isn't going to touch the spikes directly, but you said the man was reaching out his hand, correct?
Yes.
Doran's going to kind of kneel down a little bit, grab the man's hand, and very carefully try and attempt to help him to his feet.
Oh no, let him stay down. I don't think that standing up's really in the cards.
The whimpering gets louder.
Yep. Okay. How was this?
He's not. You can't
I
move him.
nod and
Um,
shake it. If you would like me to just pick you up, nod yes, or shake your head no.
I'm not sure he can do either of those things.
He looks at you and whimpers. He can't move his head.
All right.
Chips, your knowledge thing.
19.
Okay. Stone that doesn't look like stone, or has been converted somehow to something else. Bodies that have strange mutations that look like they were sudden. There's only one phenomenon that you have ever heard of that can do this sort of damage to anybody, and that's the Iron Wind.
Chips, what are we looking at here?
Iron Wind.
I'm sorry.
And
That fucking nanite swarm,
Yep.
or whatever
And-
the hell is in there.
And Chips is just going to reach into her pocket and pull out her buzzer, her little buzzer, put it against the guy's temple, and pull the trigger. There's no saving him.
I
He
can't
does.
heal this.
Nope. There's only one thing you can do when somebody's caught in Iron Wind like this, to that extent.
there's no way to help him.
No, there's nothing we can do now. Chipper putting him out of his misery's the best we can do for him.
And Chips will lean down and close his eyes and pull out her book on the Ian priests and read one of their little prayers, because she's got like 50 gazillion books. And
If he's still alive, this cannot have been long ago.
no,
It has to still be nearby.
it comes and it goes. It's I have ciphers that will protect us if we start saying it.
We should check and see if there are any other survivors.
That would, and if there are, then we should not let him suffer.
Come on, let's check the houses.
You work your way through town, or what's left of it, and you find three more people. None of them have been changed in quite that way. One of them is, or looks to be, a statue of synth steel that looks like it was running mid stride when it changed. Another one is probably 2/3 of the way embedded in a wall. And the portion that's not embedded is just limp. And the third one, or what you assume is the third one, you see 2 feet and a calf. The feet are held to the ground by what looks like roots, like tree roots, except the roots are made of stone. There's no blood, but the rest of the body's just gone.
Just do our best to make sure they're already dead.
How are we going to do this? What is that? Was a statue?
I don't know. Radius, do you boys know how to tell if this thing's alive?
Radius and Cord look at each other for a long moment, and both of them shake their head.
Can I?
I am
slide the memory glove on and touch it and see if anything happens.
sorry. We do not. You put the memory glove on, and what now?
Touch the statue and see if anything happens.
Nothing happens.
It's dead.
And you said the one that was partially in the wall. What was the only part sticking out of it?
Portion of the head, left shoulder, left arm, the upper portion of its body, and the lower portion of its calf and foot.
Does it have a pulse?
No.
Okay.
I think from here on out, we need to be careful.
Chipper, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure there's no way to predict these things, is there? They ain't like normal weather. They just happen sometimes.
I can hit a lot of things to protect you both from, but I cannot with an entire swarm of nanites.
You can't punch that, buddy.
No, I know I can't. So that's what scares
It does spring out, but usually you have warnings. It might be good to find an animal, a pet, in our next town to travel with us. They tend to sense it first. Like
All
a
right.
Susky or a Thuman. Actually, no, we're not getting a Thuman. Those things freak me the fuck out.
me.
Chipper, I do need you to not get too attached to this thing, okay?
I make no promises.
Children get attached to pets. It's just how it goes.
Look, I'm attached to Fisto, and you never complain about that.
That's because I saved your ass multiple times.
I'm not
Yes,
even
Poppy.
gonna try and figure out how that joke is supposed to work. It doesn't work, honey. The only way that
Papa.
would work would be if Fisto were a pet, and you call him daddy too much for him to be a pet.
Which, again, I would really prefer you did not.
Okay,
I
Grandpa.
concur. However,
We can't stop
He
her.
wants to be Grandpa. Okay, Grandpa.
You know what?
Grandpa.
That's fine. That's fine. I can work with her.
she's a monster. All right.
Right, but you gotta remember, these are our monsters that we're responsible for.
Yep, you
Yes.
adopted me. No takebacks.
That
I
is
didn't
not
sign
what
any paperwork.
happened.
I
That
never signed any paperwork.
I will concede that I am legally responsible for you, but there was no adopting, you little rat.
You fed me. Now I'm yours. You
But
showed
anyway,
me love and affection.
we should, Annabelle, I think you're right. In the next town, get ourselves a pet that can sense these, and just be careful.
A Sesky, because humans are creepy.
I mean, I think humans are pretty cute.
They're creepy. I
You're
don't know why you want a dog body with a human face, but you
right,
can.
but at the same
Ugh.
time, you say they're creepy, but you're creepy too. Remember?
They are
I'm
a little
adorable.
creepy. They are
But
a little creepy.
okay, yes. Looking at it objectively, yes, you are correct. But
It
still,
has a people face. It's
I know it. I know, and it leans into that uncanny valley area. I know.
but it still acts like a dog, and it's just unsettling.
It's really creepy when it starts licking itself.
I,
Um, you know what? You know what? I think I changed my mind completely.
it's not. I don't understand how people can stand being around them things.
Yeah, so I'm gonna set explosives because if the walls are bleeding, they're probably still alive. I'm gonna set explosives and blow the whole town up.
Normally, I disapprove of this sort of thing, but the idea that we might be leaving the buildings alive and sentient and aware and trapped here is even worse than you exploding an entire town. So go forth. The this has I have no
Okay.
mouth and I must scream vibes all over it. Just kill anything that might be alive.
Okay.
Would you do you honestly think Chips is gonna walk away and leave the no. I mean, yeah,
There's
technically Chips could probably poke the walls with her glove and see if they're alive, but the fact that she cut it to get a sample and it started bleeding, no, we're done. We're gonna just fire from above.
we can't make it not be a building anymore, so if it's alive in there, it would just sit there slowly suffering until it hopefully dies. Although, if it's a building, buildings don't really die, so yeah,
Okay.
no, kill it with
That's fine.
fire.
The thing is, though, if it actively bleeds, that means it also actively has a circulatory system.
It's Fisto. It's trapped in there. If it's got any kind of a brain at all,
No, I know, and it would be best to just wipe it all.
I will sit on Radius's lap when I set the bombs off to where he can hold me, because he knows how to comfort Chips when Chips has a bad mood.
And he does. You guys plant the explosives and you get a ways away and you set them off, and yeah, that town's gone. Continuing on.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Chips will be hiding in Radius's backpack.
I don't think
Camp for the
anybody's going
night.
to mind after today.
Are we setting up watch for the night, or
I'm sure we will. It's too dangerous around here for us to not.
Mm-hmm.
okay? Would all three of you roll a d10, I guess.
With the D10, where would I be hiding?
I'm asking my D10 the same question. There it is.
Probably with your other dice.
1.
9.
Okay.
8.
Rusty, on your watch, whenever it is, it really doesn't matter. I have a GM intrusion for you.
I'll take it.
Okay. Who's the extra point going to?
You know what? I'm gonna give it to Chip because she was the one that actually had ended up dealing with the situation in the last town.
Fair enough. So in the evening, from we'll say it's a hill that you guys are on, you can see off in the distance what looks to be a building. And the thing about this building is it doesn't look like it's connected to the ground. It looks like it's floating. It's not moving. It doesn't appear lit or anything. But as you watch periodically throughout the night, eventually the building explodes and purple and green smoke and rays of light come out of where it was. And from that direction, you see a small form running.
What the fuck?
Is
What?
it is maybe by your distance estimation, um 2.5 or 3 feet tall. It's longer than that. It's probably 3.5, 4 feet long, but it's got bright blue and red tones to its skin.
Would I recognize what it is or not?
From this distance, you can't be sure, but you think it might be a Sesky.
And just with that hunch alone, Doran is going to wake up the other two because he knows for a fact that something Chip's missed this.
The fuck just exploded?
There was a building ahead of us. If you look up into the sky, you'll see mist.
I didn't do it. It
You
wasn't me
didn't.
this time.
However, Chip, I need you to come here and see this.
I will go with Fisto. Okay, Grandpa.
And he points directly at the figure that's running.
It does in fact look like a Sesky. It is not a baby. It appears to be a full-grown Sesky.
Ah, look at the baby.
How do you spell Sesky before we?
SES.
SESKII.
I was answering the question.
SESKII.
So, Chip, I thought you would want to be the one to see this. And I have a feeling you're going to want us to chase it down.
Well, it's heading in your general direction, which is away from the explosion.
Chipper, when you licked Infinity, you didn't how do I put this?
Cause a chain reaction of sorts.
I was gonna go with give it ideas, but sure. I don't want the infinity thing to have the wrong idea about what kind of relationship Chips wants to have with it. With the licking and all.
Right. How? But again, we'll get back to that. Is that is a Sesky? Let's just grab it.
You don't grab Seskies, they'll bite. You feed them and make them your friend.
Trust me, it won't hurt me that much.
His hand is made of metal, sweetie.
Under the
But his
skin.
face isn't.
So that's why
Yeah,
I
that
keep
is
it away
true.
from my face.
Possibly someone should actually take some sort of action, rather than the three of us standing here in a circle shitting on each other.
I think
about-
what
I'm
Doran's gonna
waiting for
do.
it to come closer because Chips isn't going to run out into the darkness. Because last time Chips ran out into the darkness, Chips encountered a machine that gave her a box that made her brain go floop.
No, however, Doran is going to get out.
Come here, baby.
Sesky here.
Baby.
So Doran gets out and tries to go and catch the Sesky before it even passes us up.
You head out, and the Sesky, when it sees you, skids to a stop and kind of snarls. Its spikes are standing straight up, like it's frightened.
Chips will
And
bound out holding a meat stick. Oh, look
Doran,
at the baby.
Doran's gonna get lower to the ground to where, yeah, he's on his knees. He is on one knee here, and he's just gonna gently hold his hand out towards the Sesky.
Do these people understand that that is a wild animal that just ran up to us, and perhaps reaching out to pet it is not a great idea? Do we
They
need
He's
to
do
not
go
not, in
over
fact,
wildlife
understand that.
safety again?
See, here's the thing, though.
We're going to have to go
He-
over wildlife safety again.
Here's the thing, though. Doran doesn't care because he can handle it.
You know that
Plus,
thing's going to hate you regardless now.
he's not trying to pet it. He's trying to look less threatening to see if it'll come over to him.
Okay. So, do you have anything like animal handling or something that would cause animals to be calmer with you?
I have my rations in my bag.
Are you going to get them out? Because Chips already has meat out.
Chips also has animal handling.
I do not. I'm going in this blind here. It was either I do it this way or I risk it getting angry when I try to out intimidate it. And I'd rather not have it get angry. So I'm still going, even though I've got nothing to help
Just a
me.
second here.
I got nothing to help me. I'm still attempting this.
All right, give me a roll.
Target number?
Give me a roll.
All right. You're never gonna fucking believe this. That is a natural 20.
Wow. All right. Okay. So it appears to be calming down as it looks at your hand. It's sniffing at the air like it smells something. Out of the side of your eye, you see chips with some sort of meat
Chips.
standing to your side.
Here, Chips. Hand me some meat for a second.
She will tear the meat in half and give him half.
And Doran is going to take the half of the meat chunk from Chip, and he's going to extend his arm out. He's going to extend his arm out more, open his hand up, and just sit there waiting.
It takes him a good couple minutes, but he eventually starts moving closer and takes the meat from your hand.
And
One of the teeth grazes your metal fingers, and you hear that chalkboard nails on chalkboard sound.
Oh.
Oh, he's a good puppy. Look at
and
him.
he's going to very slowly reach out and try to pet the top of its head as it's taking the meat out of his hand.
It flinches back for a second, but then it lets you do it.
And he's just going to be petting this thing as it's eating out of his hand.
Chips?
Chips will scoot up closer and start petting him and cooing at it and offering it pieces of its own very carefully to make sure she doesn't get bit, because getting bit hurts.
Flat palm, Chipper. Flat palm.
Yep, Chip, remember, you don't have metal hands. It will hurt you.
Oh, he's not gonna hurt me. He's a good little baby.
No, I agree.
Not on purpose,
Bloop,
but if
bloop,
your
bloop, bloop.
fingers are in the way, those
Bloop,
are
bloop,
really
bloop,
big teeth.
No. How are we getting this?
Okay.
How are we getting this with us?
Oh, now you're concerned about domesticating the wild animal.
I'm curious as to what caused the explosion.
I'm curious as to what caused the building.
We've seen weirdos buildings, but
Look,
I'm
I can, and Chips will pull out a little cipher. Look, I can pop a building out. That's no problem. Making an explosion that changes colors like that, I can't quite do.
real quick. I think we should get this little guy onto the vehicle. If he will come with us onto it, that is.
Okay. Chipper, I know you can pop a building out of nowhere. My point is, the building popped out of nowhere.
No, it was there. It was just in the distance.
What, the whole time?
Yes, the building was there.
Yeah, so the whole
When you
time. It was there.
All right, then yes, exploding does become the top question.
Yes, when I say it was there, it was several miles away.
But no, it was there the whole time, and well, it just all of a sudden exploded, and this the guy came running from it.
If y'all say it was there, it was there. I'm a little bit distracted, I suppose, from the body horror episode we were doing earlier.
You see, I'm trying to forget about that for right now and enjoy the company of this little guy,
Pet the puppy. Pet the
which
puppy
he
and don't
100%
ask questions.
will continue to do. And this is where you guys can see Doran just at this point. He just looks like a kind old man right now, just sitting there petting the puppy.
He's slightly too dignified to say, "Oh, it's a cute baby," but only slightly.
Pretty much.
Yeah, Chips is not dignified at all. And Chips will be happily cooing and petting it and scritching behind its ears and finding all the great places that Sesky like to be petted and feeding it extra treats because, yeah.
Now, what you do see now that it's close and that you have worked your way past the anxiety of teeth, there is a small patch of what looks like metal surrounding part of its tail. Um, it's held on by what looks to be worn leather straps, and it's seen better days.
I don't know how I'm gonna knit a sweater for this thing. It's so spiky.
Just make holes in the sweater for the spikes. Simple as that.
Well,
But
it
there are
appears that
going
that's what
to-
somebody did with the piece of metal. Like the spikes fit through it.
And Duran is going to take a look at the metal that's strapped to its tail and examine it a bit.
If you didn't know any better, you'd say it was armor.
I
Has
I
it got a phone number or a if found please return to?
It does not.
It looks like this Sesky was used for battle of sorts. This is armor.
I mean, he's pretty toothy, but I don't know that sounds like a good thing. Do they have, I don't know, Sesky fighting rings?
It could have been a guard dog, for all we
God.
know. That being spiky, it could just been a guard pet.
Now I'm real worried about that building exploding.
When it was coming to us, did the Sesky look like it was in pain at all?
No, it did not. Other than perhaps the the um the noise from the explosion. You know, like the way dogs get on the 4th of July.
I think we should get closer to the explosion site.
I dislike plans that involve getting closer to explosions.
The explosion already happened. It's the explosion site. Plus, we're around explosions all the time. We have chips.
I
She's
know.
prone to making explosions happen.
I'm aware, which is why I try to not add additional explosions.
The explosion already happened.
I didn't do it.
We know, honey, you were asleep.
I can't do explosions in my sleep
As
Thank
far as we know.
God.
yet.
But again, the
Like
explosion
yep.
already happened.
That
I think just so we can get a bit more information about this little guy, since he came from that direction. We head on over.
first of all, I'm not sure you can call him a little guy.
Compared to me, yes, I can.
Well, all right, he is littler than
Who's
you.
the cutie baby?
I mean,
He's probably weighs more than Chips does, so
he's the only ones that are here close enough to me are those two. And he points over in the direction of Brady's and Cord.
this is true.
Radius, look, I got a puppy.
How close is it to daybreak?
It is probably 2.5 hours yet.
By the time we get there, the sun should be up and we should be able to see something.
And Annabelle, I need you to look at this from a logical perspective here. This is the best course of action right now while we try to figure out what we're doing. It's the puppy.
My puppy.
I'm going to actively choose to not respond to that statement on the grounds that I probably need you alive for a little while longer. Get on the goddamn octopus.
Come on, baby. We have our marching orders, and I will try to lead the Sesky onto the octopus.
You said you do have animal handling. Go ahead and make me a D20 roll, and add in what your animal handling would be. So add 3 because it's training, right?
Yeah, I'm just confused as to why we're doing it that way.
Because it's not going to want to get on a slimy tentacle thing. Of course. Doesn't matter whether it's physical
Lord,
dice
Dave.
or online dice. Yeah. Your mojo is amazing.
You're going to win regardless.
So yes, with a 19, you managed to coax the Sesky onto the tentacle crawler. Probably with copious amounts of meat and stuff.
I'll put little booties on him. And a sweater.
Do you have little booties in a sweater that are Sesky sized?
No, but I have booties in a sweater that are Fisto sized.
Fisto, she's stealing your booties and sweater, man.
That's fine. That's fine. It's not like he can stop her anyway.
Fisto, the sweater I understand. One, why do you have booties as a grown man?
I have
2, why do you
slippers.
have 4 of them?
Because I
have-
made them.
I have slippers. Not booties. Slippers.
I made booties for
Slippers doing
Grandpa.
something horrible. Okay, never mind. She
Hold on,
made it
hold on.
sound like this was a you choice, but if it's a
No,
her
no.
doing horrible things, that's different.
I have slippers. I've never once
Yes,
worn.
I don't touch his slippers. They smell funny.
She's up to no good again. It's fine.
I think she did this intending for something like this to happen.
I'm pretty sure they're just socks that she put like cute ribbons on for some chips only reason, but
Because ribbons are pretty.
Anyways.
Okay. So
let's
the
just
Sesky
go.
now has a Fisto sized sweater and booties. With Fisto being significantly larger than the Sesky, the Sesky is swimming in Fisto's sweater.
That's okay.
It looks
Is it also doing that
ridiculous.
thing dogs do when they have booties on and they just like do a weird like?
Why, yes. Yes, it is.
Don't worry, baby. I will make you your own sweater.
I'm just gonna let that happen. That seems like the most harmless thing she's suggested so far. Which probably
right.
means I'm gonna turn around and that thing's gonna be kitted out with fucking Gatling guns and nonsense.
It would not surprise me.
I knitted a death laser.
Which again,
No.
nobody needs a death laser.
No, that's for the mechanical dog.
What mechanical dog?
Oh, Fisto, please don't. Please don't.
The one that I'm building in my backpack.
Oh, God, you asked, and she answered. And now I have to deal with it. Chipper, how long have you been building a dog in your backpack?
3 weeks.
And you,
And it's going to be a
first time-
man-sized automaton when it's finished, but it starts off with 2 legs. And it starts off with 4 limbs, but when I finish, it's going to be a man-sized
and Chip,
automaton, and it's a self-defense.
this is the first time you're telling us about this. Why?
Oh no, I talk about it all the time, but you just kind of tune me out.
Yes,
I
we
never
have
understand
learned.
what she's saying
We
anyway.
have learned to just tune you out because 90% of the time you're talking bullshit.
Chipper,
No,
what
just because
do
you
you
don't
think a
understand it doesn't mean it's
dog
not. It's bullshit.
is? Because the thing you have described is not a dog.
It's an automaton dog. That's what it's going to look like.
You said it's going to be man-sized.
Yes.
Dogs are not people-sized, sweetheart.
Yes,
What?
they are. I found a picture of one.
Some
Oh,
of
good
them
dog.
are. Some of them were.
They're not supposed
But I'm not
to
going to put the
be.
tentacles on it because that just looked weird.
I'm sorry, you were thinking of putting tentacles on it?
Well, the picture has tentacles on it.
My God, dogs definitely aren't supposed to have tentacles.
Chip, like to show me the picture that you were using as your reference?
Chips will start digging into her backpack and then pull out a picture of some horrific amalgamation of dog and octopus.
If
That
there
is
is a
not-
naked lady being accosted by some kind of monster in that picture, I'm a slap.
Chip, that was not a real animal.
Are you sure?
That image was edited. You can see it in the image. You
Oh
can see
God,
what they
yeah, there's the
connected-
Sora logo. Oh my God, girl.
Okay, fine. I'll just make it a really big dog.
I don't think we can stop her from this.
I gotta keep a closer eye on you idiots. All
I
right,
didn't do anything. This is all on her.
I'm waiting to
I'll
find
whip
out what
out
you did. I
another
don't know what you
picture,
did
but it'll
yet.
be the cane corso.
And remember who's the one in
That's
charge of your
dope.
food.
That's
Remember
dope.
who's the one in charge of your food.
Fisto, I don't know what you've done yet, but I'm sure there's something.
I haven't done a single thing wrong.
Actually, since Philo left, you haven't done anything that was batshit insane. Maybe that was just her influence.
I've kind of
There's much less
changed a bit.
sparkles and weird things, and I mean, to adopt a
I've changed
lizard.
a bit. You see, I've changed a bit ever since being lorded over as a hero of a town. I feel like I need to be that. I feel like I need to embody what they see me as.
Oh, that's hilarious.
I feel like I have to be what they want me to be.
They want you to fight a magic dragon.
Again, truth may have been embellished a little bit. We took care of Milenweir. The story says I ripped out the dragon's tongue. I ripped out Milenweir's tongue.
She did get awful unpleasant there at the end.
Oh, she was terrible. That's why she no longer has a tongue.
You ripped the tongue out of that other lady too, the one who had the gear face.
Yes, I did.
Is that
If
gonna
you,
is that gonna be a thing with you now, or
if they are rude towards the end of a fight, they will lose the privilege to talk.
okay? But does it have to be you shoving your entire hand into their speaking hole and yanking out their tongue because it's
Directing, like, directing my
visceral
entire
and upsetting?
see, the thing is, if I shoved my entire hand in their mouth, it would just rip open their jaws.
It's awful to watch.
Then don't watch it next time.
Oh God!
I
Please
will
tell me
tell
we
you
ain't
when
gonna
it's going
have
to
to
happen.
interrogate nobody else.
See, here's the thing. You're traveling with somebody who fights things, who will do whatever he needs to win that fight. And if that
Yeah,
includes ripping out a tongue or two, that's what's going to happen.
yeah, but that's the part you do after the fighting. How much
Yes.
longer are we gonna have to gab to get there? Because I'm not sure how much longer we can survive this conversation.
You arrive at the ruins, we'll call them.
Ta-da.
It, if you had to guess, this was at one point some sort of tower. Um, at the moment, it is pieces of a tower floating in the air, smoking different colors with light beams rising up into the sky. The debris is non-uniform. Some of it's bigger, some of it's smaller, some of it still looks like pieces of a tower, and others is just like shattered rock. Um, but it is floating 30 feet off the ground.
Chipper, you're our professional thing knower. Is this anything like that party rock that showed up?
No.
Because that was a floating tower too, although it looked more, rock-like.
It did, in fact, look more rock like.
I will start investigating and understanding Numenera.
Okay. Give me a roll. We're gonna set this DC at we'll call this one a 4.
18?
That'll
I
do.
don't know why you bother making her roll.
She's never going to roll. She never rolls below a 16, and you know this.
I saw a
I have
14
to.
once and she threw a conniption fit.
Yeah, they went to jail.
So
She still won the roll, but
See,
she
I,
threw a
I,
conniption fit.
I roll a low roll, and my dice gets the chair, but jail's a little extreme,
I
man.
completely changed out the entire lineup of my dice because they started rolling low.
she did for Hannah's last game that Hannah ran.
She was mad.
So there is or was probably is because the debris is still floating, an anti-gravity field being generated somehow for those pieces. You're guessing that this was some sort of watchtower, um, as in a defensive fortification is the word I'm looking for. You're not quite sure what happened. Duran, you did not see any sort of cannon fire or laser fire or people eating massive rocks at this thing or anything like that that would cause it to explode. But that's what it appears to be. It appears to be some sort of defensive fortification. Now, with that being said, what you do know is that you are still in the Pytharan Empire, and that is not a ridiculous thing to see in that particular empire. They take their security and military might very seriously, although their military is not nearly as extensive as the one in Navarine where you're headed. They are not nearly as rich as the Navarine either. So the attracting soldiers is a little bit different, shall we say. So
Speaking of soldiers, do we have any corpseified persons in this mess of rocks?
you do not see any.
That might be more unsettling than the other answer. Okay, this is creepy.
So yeah, that's what you see.
We're sort of out of my bailiwick. Does anybody see or think what would make a building explode laying around here?
It could have been something inside the building. It could have exploded from the inside.
Well, yeah,
I'm
but
gonna skirt where
wouldn't there
everything's
still be,
floating
like,
and see if I can see what's causing the anti-grav. Because I know what can
evidence?
cause gravity problems, but not.
Burn marks or something? I don't know if we're skilled enough forensically to do that.
I'm going to have you make some sort of search check. So if you have something that'll help with that, great. If you don't, tell me.
I do not, and a 16. Well, I think I might have perception. Let me check.
Oh, no, that
Nope,
takes 20
I
hours.
do not. I do have I'm specialized in construction, but no, and trained in demolition, so I can figure out what blows up. But no, I got a 16 for wandering around and looking and peering at things.
Okay. Well, with a 16, you find a it looks to be like somebody buried a box of some sort about where the epicenter of the building would be.
I am going to turn to Annabelle. I see a box that could have probably caused the problem. Would you like me to pull it out and see if I can figure out what happened? Or do we just want to call it a day here and move on? Chips has a manic grin on her face when she says, find out what happened, because
I mean, I know you probably want to salvage bits and bobs from this. And unfortunately, given the martial mindedness of our current location's populace, I don't want to be the person who saw that blow up and not know what happened when they eventually come to find out what happened.
I'm with and
If they find out. All right, I will send my third hand in to lift the box and bring it to me.
Be real careful, Chipper.
It is and I will do the new Dumafachi and expend a mental point to make my hand stronger. I can target a creature or object up to twice my mass within short range with a floating hand. And I can move it around.
Okay. You find
And how is my Sesuke reacting to this? Is he scared? Is he sad? Is he trying to run away from the area?
he's actually asleep. You fed him well. Duran fed him well, and he is snoring in the cab
He's had an
of this
exciting
attack
night.
prop.
So I'll glance
He's
over
had
and
kind of a bad night.
So I glance over and he's got like a distended belly and
Drool out the corner of its mouth.
so he's pulling a Sunny Buddy. Got it.
Yeah.
All right. Saying that I'll pull the box out and start inspecting it.
Okay. So at the top of this box, there is what looks like a directional crystal disc with a control box in the center. Hooked up to it are about 5 individual devices with wires and parts and stuff that don't look to be the same. I guess I'm not quite sure how to say this. Like they're supposed to be part of the same device, but they're all hooked up to it anyway. And the directional disc or directional dish, I should say, was pointed upwards. If you want to use understanding Numenera, you can.
Yeah, well.
Okay. What you find with a 16 in understanding Numenera is that
And I'm
this
specialized.
this is with specialized that this is some sort of energy nullifier. The ciphers that you've got plugged into it were powering it. It wasn't like they were giving it abilities or anything like that. It was using them for straight power like batteries. It does not appear to be in bad shape, and one of the ciphers does not appear to be used.
Okay. Can I reverse it to bring the floating down to see if there's a survivor, or am I pretty sure that there's nobody living now?
You don't have any idea. It's 30 feet in the
I
and more.
mean, it's exploded. If there was a person, they'd be hooting and hollering. Or at least bleeding, and we'd notice the blood falling.
till we're pretty sure that whoever owned this place is dead.
Or there was no one there.
Don't like that.
Don't like that at all.
No.
Even Chips doesn't like that. Chips is investigating and inspecting the item, and then we'll start carefully dismantling it piece by piece, salvaging it, and looting the stuff.
Are you going to salvage?
No, I'm gonna keep the cipher that's intact, but the rest of it I'm gonna salvage.
You're going to take apart the dish too.
Dude,
Okay, because it appears that it would still function if you wanted to use it. That's what I was trying to say before.
oh well, if it looks like I could still get it functioning and it'll work, then I'll keep it intact and just put it in my box.
The only parts that
or-
are busted up are the Numenera equivalent of car batteries strapped to this thing.
Pretty much.
Oh, I got plenty of car batteries.
All right. Each of those burned up ciphers, which is 4 of them, gives you 2 units of parts and 7 shins. So 28 shins and 8 units of parts.
I'll hand the shins to Annabelle and put the parts in my bag. Chips is happiest when she's taking stuff apart or putting stuff together.
And she doesn't understand the concept of rent or taxes, so.
No, I don't think she ever will.
Might as well do it.
You have an energy nullifier in your artifact.
Okay.
I gotta find the cipher draw. Hang on a second here. There you are. And a psychic defense nodule is the one that's not. And that is also in your thing. So there you go.
Yay!
Anything else we want to do while we're here?
I'm not really good at perceiving or exploding or Numenera or military things of any kind, really. So I guess I'm just gonna pet the dog and get back on the bus. Chipper, do not lose a finger.
I won't.
I do not want to have to reattach any of them again.
When did you have to reattach one of our fingers?
What do you mean, when? As if it were a single time.
She's never had to reattach my fingers, but she did have to reattach a tongue because of you.
Fair enough.
She gets her fingers smashed and stuff all the time. That's what happens when you are poking and prodding at mystery things. They bite you.
I mean,
Alrighty.
Well,
It is early morning. Sun is just peeking over the sky, and You have a new artifact, a new cipher, and an exploded tower, and a new Sesky. And you blew up a town.
Yep.
Or what was left of one. And I think that's where we'll call it tonight. We'll finish out the journey to Shalimast next time, and you can start figuring out where you can find Ford and Radius's fourth wheel, I guess it is. Yeah, number 4. Origin. So we'll pick up there in 2 weeks. Appreciate you sticking with us. For those of you that are still here, we appreciate all the views and subscriptions and seeing the replays on YouTube. It's greatly appreciated. We enjoy doing what we do, and we enjoy gaming with you. So without further ado, from our Citadel to yours, happy gaming.
Bye.
Bye.